Your first video is likely going to suck. And that's perfectly fine. If you've been on the internet for longer than 20 minutes, if not, then how the hell did you get here? Then you've probably seen a video and thought to yourself, man, I want to make something just like that. Well, let me tell you something. Your first video is likely going to suck some dick, and some balls, and probably some butthole, unless you already have some prior experience with making content in general. But most people don't, so chances are your first few videos likely aren't going to be as polished as other content creators. But making enjoyable content is just a process that takes time to get used to. Heck, making half-decent content isn't that hard, actually. You need to get out of the mindset of your video needs to be perfect, otherwise your video is not worth making. It doesn't need to have super fancy editing, or a super good script, or even a trendy topic for your video to be worthwhile. You just need to put yourself out there. If you worry too much about stuff like, oh, well, my script's bad, what if people make fun of me? You will give up way before you even get started. I'm not saying that like I've never thought of it before. Heck, in fact, I've scrapped multiple videos that I really wanted to make simply because I was afraid of what people would think about what I make. But the reality is, worst case scenario, if the video is bad, no one's going to watch it. So why worry about that? It's so easy to talk yourself out of doing something when you're so worried about what other people will think, when in reality, if your video is bad, no one's gonna watch it anyways. So why worry about it? You should be making videos for yourself first, and then worry about what other people think later. Because for most people, making videos is just a hobby. So you should at least try to enjoy it for yourself first. Making videos does not need to be complicated. You don't need to have everything pre-planned to start a channel. You don't need to know how you're going to theme your channel. You don't need to have an editing style. You don't need to know how to monetize your content, or understand the algorithm, or have viewer intent. You don't need to worry about any of that. You don't even need to worry about a script. If you can get away with it, I for one speak like I'm in the middle of a stroke without one. None of that stuff matters if you're just getting your feet wet with content creation. You'll get the idea of what you want to do and get a handle of how you want to do it as you make content, or as you take inspiration from other content creators that you like. There's no shame in it. Your faves take inspiration from their faves all the time. And being obsessed with the smaller and much more complex aspects of making content is one, stupid, because unless you already make a living off making content, you don't need to care about that stuff. And two, your content will change if you focus on that stuff so early. There's nothing wrong with trying to make a big number go bigger, but let's be honest, most people, excluding children and your parents, can tell the difference between a soulless algorithm meat riding cash grab dingo sporpin' and someone who just really likes making content. Even though making big number go bigger is like 70% luck, the remaining 30% is what keeps people around. don't need to make it big as a creator. As I said before, unless this stuff pays the bills already, you don't need to get big numbers for your content to be worth making. Unless you're one of the following people. Big viewers and big subscriber counts may be correlated with quality content, but it doesn't mean that you're incapable or aren't already producing quality content. I've seen people with smaller channels, much smaller channels, crank out some banger videos that are some of my favorite videos ever. And keep in mind that if you have 500 subs or more, your channel is already bigger than 50% of active accounts. And if you have more than 1,000 views on your video, then you've already gained more attention than 75% of the content that gets uploaded on the platform. So size doesn't really matter. Even if you do come to the point to where you know you want to take content creation seriously, just know that there are aspects that you won't like. Like the feeling you get when a video that's taken you weeks, months, or even years to create just falls flat on its face. Heck, I especially don't like writing scripts. Really though, it should not take a month to write a video this short. But that doesn't mean I like creating videos any less because of it. If anything, I invite the challenge. I know I'm a literal nobody on this site, and I know I don't have much experience with making videos. I've only made like a total of 4 videos before this one. But I'm making this video anyways. Not because I think I know any better, but more because I want to encourage myself to actually put the ideas I have in mind in motion. This video right here, I've had on my mind for so long, but it's only recently that I've actually tried to pump it out, you know? I have so many of the videos that I just thought up, tried halfway, and then put away. And I always kind of regret like putting in so much time into something that I really liked, only to like throw away later. I know that later on, I'm going to look back at this video and cringe because of how bad I sound, or because of how bad the editing is, or maybe it's something else completely, I don't know. But I know for sure I'm going to be happier knowing that I saw the video to completion rather than giving up like halfway through. And I think if you're the same way, you should do the same. You should see your videos through to the end, even if they're cringy, even if they're bad. So take this video as some encouragement for both me and you. So put yourself out there, try to have some fun, and don't cringe too hard, I guess. I don't know how to end this video.